passion. Oh, you beats my touching. Good girl. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do. Say you're a good guy. Make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it. I wanna see it. See how. Rewind. When we rewind, it feels so nice. I can't help how. Got this sweet
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live afternoon edition, the Broken Truck edition. I hope you all are having a good afternoon. Yes, midday coffee time, will it force? Damn right. I got the big cup today because it's a long day already. But anyway, good afternoon. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope the Taliban's not in your backyard. Holy Shiite Batman. I just got to tell you, I'm pretty sure that this, I should probably check to see if this stream already got the yellow thing because of the title, but I don't care. I don't care if this is monetized. I don't care if I get a full monetization on this stream because I just don't give a rat's behind patoot hind parts. I was going to say biscuit hole, but that's the other end. Anyway, so we'll talk a little bit about the clusterfuck in Afghanistan, dumb Afghanistan, and I might even touch on some other news, or maybe we'll just talk about it in the chat, and I can bitch and moan and be pissed off. Anyway, on that note, this is a good time to play the intro. Play the fucking intro. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, PDawgKnight. Yeah. Stop the fucking music. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to the Morning Night Live afternoon edition. I am Marty, your host, also known as PDawgKnight on the internet. And welcome back to the PDawgKnight channel. It's the 16th of August, 2021. I don't know what day they're going to call this in Kabul when in the history books, but I'm sure it'll be some kind of Taliban takeover resistance independence day for the freaking Taliban motherfuckers. And yeah, I'm swearing. By the way, I do see that some people gave me some alternate words for hind parts. Let's see. Let me check out a couple of these real quick while I set this thing up and make sure that I don't get any notifications while I'm trying to talk. I saw, let's see, what did I'm going to scroll back up here. I'm going to scroll back up. The day Elvis died. Is this the day Elvis died? I don't know. Starfish. Bunghole. Do you know what a bunghole is? Do you know what that is? It's that little round hole that you find in a wooden barrel. It's called a bung. But, cigar crimper. That's nasty. Backhole. Oh, good Lord. And yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of useful names for that place where you poop from. Anyway, yeah, so we have a full-blown clusterfuck going on in Afghanistan that makes our country look pretty freaking weak, and holy shit. Oh, well, thank you, Chicago Mike. Thank you so much. You know, I haven't really paid. I'm going to play that again just because I haven't seen that. I don't really look at the notification gifts, and I kind of enjoy that one. There we go. Yeah, she's quite the shot there. Anyway, thank you, Chicago Mike, for being the first sponsor of the show today. Hopefully there will be many because, you know, I'm about to spend a big-ass bill on my truck. Chicago Mike. You are the new that's so freaking weak. Let's try that again. Oh, okay, I got another one here. Well, thank you, tall person. Okay, let me real quick. First of all, hang on. This is Chicago Mike. You are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Yeah, baby. Thank you, Chicago Mike, for sponsoring the show, who says, here, hope this helps against the demonetize button. Well, that absolutely helps. I appreciate it. I mean, the 3 cents that I probably get per stream for monetization. That helps a lot because, you know, it doesn't work. Anyway, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you want to sponsor the show, PDawgKnight.live, then the link in the thing pops up every once in a while. And so there it is. There it is. This show is sponsored by viewers like you. Become a sponsor of this stream with your donation and have your message read live on the show. Click here. And it's up in the right-hand corner. Thank you very much. Also, tall person with the deuce through Streamlabs, greatly appreciated, of course, who says, happy National Rum Day. I'm going to need a lot of it today. Yeah, I got a bottle of Captain up on top of my refrigerator right now, and that might get some use today. I don't know. I enjoy myself some rum, and it's being National Rum Day. A tall person, if you ever want to know, I shouldn't say too tall person. If you ever want to know what holiday day it is, tall person is the holiday aficionado. In fact, the official holiday aficionado for the entire Lords of the Night family, which I consider myself a part of. And so there you go. 32 people in the room, 16 likes. Hit that like button if you like what we do. And let's do this. I'm going to say quick hello to everybody that's in the chat. And this may take a while because there's a whole bunch of you here. But I'm going to do my best. I think Uncle Bad Touch was first. Is that correct? Oh, well, there we go. We got another sponsor. And again, the young lady kicking out the 556. Thank you. Oh, what the hell did I just do?
Would George Floyd
what the hell? Why is Nick Rakita talking on my stream? Shut up, Nick Rakita. Okay, there. I meant to do that. That's for tall person. And then I also got a bell for Uncle Bad Touch, who was here first. And thank you for being so quick on the draw. Also, good morning, or excuse morning. It's not even morning. Good afternoon, Zach Osborne. Oh, wait, real quick. Jim Beam, thank you. Thank you for another bullet from the young lady shooting the 556s off with their AR with the, who says, for the truck fund. Hey, you are a great American, sir. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Also in the chat today, Zach Osborne, who says Glarg, as opposed to Mike Savage's Blarg. And also Gunfox61, who is so kind to make sure that our Discord server is up and running faithfully and properly. Also, good morning to, oh, that's me. I can't say hi to myself. Good morning, Tyler F., or good afternoon. Hello, Infamous One, tall person, Aaron Meredith. Willett Forge is in the house. Good afternoon. Let's see. Jaeger Pony, my favorite Canadian, who says, good afternoon, Chucklefucks. I don't know if that was necessary. Anyway, good morning. Good afternoon, Chicago Mike, Furry Kitten, Paul Farrell. Who else is here? James Collie. Good morning, one and all. Get with it, Boomer. Well, at least I know it's afternoon. Good afternoon, Jesse Leon. How you doing? Donatello Slap-a-Fellow. Oh my gosh, you're back. I'm so happy. Nice to see you. Who else is here? Furry Kitten. I think I said Furry Kitten already. Crack's in the house. Nice to see you. Cracker Bob. What's up? It's nice to do this in the afternoon once in a while because I see some names I don't always get to see because I know most people work in the morning, but I don't. Well, yeah, sort of. Anyway, John Arnott's in the house. Nice to see you. And Atheist Icon, what up? Fox P2, Cannibalistic Wizard, Debbie Thinks. I said Uncle Bad Touch. Uncle Bad Touch, by the way, I know who you are.
Come on, man.
We all know who you are. Hello to, who else? Who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Justin Anderson's here. Nice to see you. And I think I got everybody so far. Is that everybody? Oh, Black Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
He's in the house. Nice to see him. I think I said Free Kid and I said Atheist Icon. I think I'm getting caught up. King on Common Law, what's up? My other Canadian friend, I have two. Actually, a lot of you are from Canada. So I'm always interested in how many more people from Canada watch the show. I appreciate that. Probably because you're all locked down and can't go anywhere, but I see how it works. Holy shit, Batman. Well, real quick, let me say hi, and then I'm gonna, holy moly. Here, let me make sure I mix that up. You're a ridiculous lunatics in the house. Baby Vaso, what's up? Also, Shy Gone, that's a new name. Oh, no, that's not a new name. I've seen that before. Avocados Diablo, the Devil's Advocate. Keeverdam, holy moly, with the $50 super chat, who says, I'm here too. Well, I see you, my friend. Whoo, boy, thank you. That is so generous. That's amazing. Oh, my gosh. I'm a little verklempt. And looks like Hig and Cindy are in the house too. Fantastic. I missed you. No, I didn't miss you. I saw that big pink thing sitting. Wait a minute. I shouldn't say that to a female. The super chat thing. Anyway, good God, Marty. What are you thinking? Hello, Ebony. And Ebony Williams is in the house. Fantastic. And Attack Alpaca. Okay. The gang's all here. This is a good day. Oh, and Sarah's here too. Nice to see you, Sarah. Sarah, I have to talk to you because Lady Boomer wants to come visit you in Ohio, right? And wherever that little log cabin that you live in, we might be road tripping. We might put it on our list of the Marty Big Journey trips. Road Dog's in the house too, rolling along. So yeah, before I even get into the news stuff, so this I'm not like Uncle Bad Touch. No, we're not going there. I posted in chat before my donation. Did you? How did I miss you? Oh my gosh, I'm scrolling. I wonder, was that one of those ones? Sometimes what happens, were you here like really early? I'm scrolling through. I don't see you're in there. Okay, there you are. I'm sort of part of it. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, you know that I miss Kessler too. Sorry about that, Kessler. I see you there. What's up? Okay, I'm sorry. Thanks for being here, and I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. All right, before I get into the news, as you know, I have another channel, and it's called Marty's Big Journey, and I started the channel 2 years ago, and I posted like 2 things right off the bat, and then I stopped posting there. And over the last but I've been taking video footage of things for that channel for this entire 2 years. And in fact, a lot of different weekends we go and Lady Boomer and I just go to random small towns, and we ask somebody there, hey, what's cool about your town? And if you were going to tell somebody to go see something that most people are not seeing, what would you where would you tell them to go? And so we've done that the last few weekends. And also we've been going to some classic car shows, and I do videos of towns we go to, and I do classic car shows, and I have people tell me about their cars. And so I'm about to put about a bunch of, a whole bunch of videos on that channel. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just stay, obviously I'm going to do this channel in perpetuity. This show is always going to be here, and I'm probably put clips about this show on here. But as far as making videos, I'm going to use most of my video making time for that channel. So I'm just about to post a couple new videos over there, and I will post them also on this channel, at least for the first 10, 15, and then I'll just put teasers on this channel to go over there. So when you see that, I would appreciate if you check those out. And if you like that kind of stuff, it's actually kind of cool, the stuff we're doing, and a lot of beautiful scenery, and like some of it, we're just interviewing people about their cars, because some of these guys have some really cool classic cars. This weekend, we decided to take our dogs with us for once. Usually we have a dog sitter take care of the dogs just in case we decide to spend the night. But we took our dogs with us to a little town about 30 miles east of us called Hastings, Minnesota. We were just going to go down there, and there's along the Mississippi River, they have this beautiful walking path, and you walk the dogs down there, and it's a historic, old town with, all the old buildings downtown on the river. And we get down there, and there's a car show there. We're like, oh, we had no idea. So not only did we get to walk the dogs along the river, but we went to go to the car show. And then there's also a really beautiful waterfall right there in the middle of town. And, just took some great footage. But so we're there all afternoon. We decide we're hungry and go to eat. And we go to this little bar that has an outdoor seating area, during the car show. And we sit down and eat. And the only reason I'm telling you this is because I laughed at the name of the restaurant we ended up eating at. The name of the restaurant was called the Busted Nut. Busted Nut. And I was like, are you serious? Who's named the restaurant the Busted Nut? Anyway, I see a couple other names I didn't say so far. Good morning or good afternoon. Well, I don't know what time it is for you, Richo, but whatever time it is for you, what up, Richo, my good friend. Also, and I saw what's that name? Sisu Hayaya. Hey, could you spell that phonetically in the chat? I'm probably close. Sisu Haya. And I'm not off my day. I'm not missing chats. Well, I kind of am. And also Pop It Good. That's a new name I haven't seen. I love the fact that Taliban now has our drones. Yeah, isn't that great? Wait, P.S. It's Trump's fault. Don't you people watch the news? LOL. Yeah, he was being sarcastic there, Pop It Good. Yeah, but they think for sure that it's Trump's fault. All right, let's talk about the news of the day. And by the way, real quick, thank you, Mike Savage. Thank you, Jaeger Pony, Skeptalk, and who else is up here? Tyler F, Scribe Light, all you people, and dropping the links to the show. Will It Forge, Jack Cochran. That was this morning. Anyway, and a programming note. I'm not even sure what time. I'm not sure what time we're going to go tomorrow because I don't know what time Lady Boomer has to be at work. Hello, Aaron Meredith. And nice to see you. So let's talk about the news of the day. If you're not aware now, again, and this weekend I didn't particularly pay attention to the news this weekend because we were enjoying. And we also went to a place called Dundas, Minnesota. We went back to Dundas because there's another waterfall down there, and then we went back to this one brewery we went to. Real good anyway. So I wasn't paying attention to it. Saturday, Lady Boomer and I were hanging out, driving around, doing some footage and going to small town. And then Sunday, we went to small town and hung out and looked at cars and all this stuff. Didn't pay attention to the news. And I get home and I just click on my phone at night and pull up the old Twitter thing there, and holy shit. Holy shit. So this is going to be a little bit of a chronology from Saturday to today as far as the news items, which some of you probably already know a bunch of this. Oh, I forgot. There we go. And there's Jim Beam. You are also, you are tied with Chicago Mike for this.
You are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor
of the day. Thank you very much. I appreciate both you and Chicago Mike. But Kiever Dam. Oh boy, that YouTube super chat. You know what? I'm just gonna give you one, even though it's not a Streamlabs
Superstar sponsor
you get one anyway.
of the day.
Thank you, Kiever Dam. And that gets one of those. Drayden's, how you doing? Okay, so here we go. So let me go through a chronology over the weekend because this is fascinating. So on Saturday, this was the Axios headline. Scoop: Biden braces for brutal loss. Okay, now this is Axios. Axios put this, and so they're not exactly they have that Biden taint cleaning mechanism that they use all the time, and this ain't it. This is not what they did. Jonathan Swan at Axios says, the Biden administration is preparing for the fall of Kabul and the retreat from any U.S. diplomatic presence in Afghanistan, a stunning reversal of expectations. Oh, you think? There is some video of him talking shit about a few months ago. And now I wouldn't say talking shit, but talking how we should have been talking and how we should have been thinking, even though they blew it. Anyway, so they got some bullet points here. It looks increasingly likely to high-ranking aides to President Biden that the U.S. will have no enduring diplomatic presence in Afghanistan beyond August 31st. Ha! Beyond August 31st. Ooh, we're going to be lucky if we're there that long. The date that Biden has promised the full troop withdrawal will be complete. Why it matters? Well, it's a major reversal from even a few weeks ago. The working assumption in Biden's inner circle had been that Kabul could hold for the short term. The short term? Really? Because that surely wasn't part of the plan. Allowing the U.S. to stay diplomatically engaged and help Afghan women secure their rights beyond the U.S. withdrawal. Yeah, because I'm sure that's a priority for all those Afghanis. It's just a different culture, guys. Sorry, I can't help you there. Yeah, Richo, 60 Aussie soldiers died for this. Fuck you, Biden. The 3,000 Marines and soldiers going in to help with the evacuation will also be gone by August 31st, we're told. Well, now, if you haven't heard the latest, I think that's up to 7,000, and they're probably going to send in more. Why? Because, well, it's a shit show. Between the lines, Biden is at Camp David this weekend, not in his Delaware beach house. He can relax there, but also has full communications. Well, I'm glad that the president has an opportunity to relax this weekend. And apparently he's going to, wait a minute, whoa. Hey, hold on, guys. Let me see if he's addressing the nation yet, because he was supposed to address the nation at 3:45 our time here, or 3:45 Eastern time. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Let's try C-SPAN. See if he's on C-SPAN right now. He was supposed to be addressing the nation. Let's see. Is he on here? Is there a C-SPAN live? No, not there. Hang on, guys. He was supposed... nope. Let's try live. Okay. Is anyone... I wonder if anyone... that's interesting. I don't see him. Nope, they don't have any of it. No one. He was supposed to be addressing the nation live at 3:45 Eastern time today, and apparently he's not on. Okay, I wanted to check that because that was. I was going to try to watch that while we were here together, but anyway. So the big picture. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul wasn't just a diplomatic building. It was also a major intelligence center with paper records and equipment there that the U.S. will remove or destroy. Protocols are in place for just such an emergency. Well, I'm not sure if they got to it. Did they get to it? I don't know. Unlike Tehran in 1979, when the Iranian fundamentalists gained access to some sensitive materials, the U.S. staff still in Kabul will ensure there's nothing to gain. Do they promise? Do they promise that that's what's going to happen? I would like to see some documentation. American diplomats at the embassy have been instructed to destroy important papers and desktop computers before they leave, according to a memo obtained by NPR. Well, okay. Despite efforts to secure intelligence and safeguard U.S. personnel and their Afghan supporters, Biden must brace for the symbolic defeat of seeing the Taliban overrun the space that housed the embassy. Yeah, did they just build this embassy? I'm not sure. That includes the ambassador's residence, the landmark duck and cover bar frequented by generations of troops, diplomats, and journalists. Oh, they have a bar there? Isn't that against the local laws? Anyway, the major moment to come, lowering the American flag that flies over what is essentially sovereign U.S. territory. That's typically done by the Marine Security Guard detachment. It's always on post. It's a point of honor for the ambassador in charge of the affairs to take custody of the flag and bring it back to state or a safe haven. They did get the flag, Gunfox? I guess so. And then, let's see, the United States will continue to support consular services, including emergency services for U.S. citizens and processing operations for the special immigrant. Look, they're evacuating anybody. All this shit was from Saturday. That all changed. Okay, let's move on to. Let's see. This is from the fuck. No, I didn't want to talk to. I don't want to see Candace. Why don't they just give me an X where I can X her off my screen? So this is. Let's see, August 15th. I want to go to. Okay, here's the 15th. This is the 15th, and I'll go to the 16th on the Daily Wire in a minute. But here's the 16th from PJ Media. So this is yesterday. Shock. The Taliban paying. Oh, is this on my screen right? Hang on a second here. Sorry, guys. I thought this was centered a little better. So you can see it. Oh, it's okay. Okay, that's good. All right. The Taliban is paying military commanders to surrender cities. Journalists embedded in Afghanistan say. Holly McKay, a foreign policy expert and war crimes investigator who covered war, terrorism, crimes against humanity for Fox News Digital for more than a decade, is reporting today from Afghanistan that the Taliban is paying off military commanders to abandon their posts and surrender their cities. McKay made the shocking claim during an Instagram interview with Smart Her News host Jenna Lee Bobbin, whatever the hell that is, which she posted to our sister site, Red State, on Sunday afternoon. She described the conditions in Mazar prior to its fall on Saturday. Friday, things had shifted and you could just feel it. There was a sense of fear. People were like, they're coming, they're coming. McKay first thought they were exaggerating as shops were still open and people were milling about in the streets. That quickly changed. Saturday, it was just a ghost town. People were lining up at the banks to get their monies out, and then it was gone, just like that. After the Taliban rode in on motorbikes celebrating their victory, they came in without any resistance. There was no fight to this. There was very little gunfire that we heard, okay? And honestly, look, the gunfire wasn't gunfire of anybody fighting. The gunfire was celebratory gunfire. They're taking these cities without a fight. Or they've taken these cities without a fight. And I don't know about Kabul. But here's the thing. I've already gotten into arguments about this because I got on there last night and I'm like, look, it doesn't matter who was president when the negotiations were made. 1 year ago, or the United States of America, let me hold that thought. Thank you, Chicago Mike. With another almost 5 through Streamlabs, who says this is the repeat of the Vietnam exit.
You are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day.
Thank you, Chicago Mike, and you are the board. You're top of the leaderboard again. Thank you so much, and it's uncanny. It really is, and the thing is though. We haven't, it's not like we've been battling the Taliban for 20 years. I mean, yes, there's been, at least the last several years, there hasn't been a whole lot of action. We've been holding them off, for the most part. I mean, there's been things here and there, but it's like, so we had this agreement, right? The guy with the funny hair, right? The Pompeo and the team went in and negotiated on behalf of the United States of America. And the negotiation they had was that the Taliban, these people who are taking over again, they agreed that they would just, leave shit alone, right? They as long as the United States was out by May 1st. Okay? Now, not that it is not that they're the most trustworthy bunch in the planet, but you remember when Kim Jong-un started flapping his lips, so to speak, figuratively, talking all tough and this and that. We're going to have a thermonuclear war against the United States, right? And Trump said just a simple statement of, you can, and this, I'm paraphrasing, you can talk all you want, you little shithead, but we have thousands of nukes and ours work. Simple statement, right? Now to the blue-haired flaming freakazoids that anti-Trump, never Trump, and hate Trump and whatever, that was like, oh my God, he's threatening war, blah, 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 blah. We're going to have war with North Korea. No. See, one thing that Trump had that a lot of these people have, particularly Joe Biden, through his negotiations for building buildings and things like that in lots of countries. He's negotiated with a lot of different cultures, right? And he kind of, for all the flaws that our former president had, hello Bosch too, by the way, all our flaws that the former president had, he absolutely understood the cultures that he was dealing with, okay? They don't respect groveling. They don't respect, oh, please don't do this and we'll do that. They respect someone who says, look it, You can flap your lips all you want, but if you flap it one too many times, we're going to fuck you up. Okay? And that is probably, I have to assume, how the Taliban saw Donald Trump when they were negotiating. Now, obviously, it was Pompeo over there doing the negotiating, but, sometimes you got to follow the Reagan philosophy. Or not, not even Reagan, it was Teddy Roosevelt. Talk softly and carry a big stick. Or, as Reagan would say, peace through strength. And so from a strength position, when we negotiated with the Taliban to get out by May 1st, as the prior administration negotiated, we had an election in which the guy with the funny hair won again, and they had a plan in place to get all their equipment out and all their people out by May 1st as negotiated. I'm pretty sure part of that negotiation was, now, when we leave, if you fuckers try anything stupid, not only are we going to come back, but we're going to come back and destroy all of you. Because we can. If we really wanted to, we just wipe the whole place off the face of the earth if we wanted to. And I have to think that perhaps the Taliban respected that. No matter how crazy it sounds. Okay, they got to rethink, that guy with the funny hair is nuts. And you know what? We've got an agreement. We're good, right? But then we have an agreement. And it's not an agreement with the guy with the funny hair. Okay, he just the one who negotiated, and the Pompeo and all that shit. The Taliban has an agreement with the United States of America. Okay, not with Donald Trump, not with Mike Pompeo, but with the United States of America. And I got this argument yesterday because somebody didn't understand what I'm saying here. And May 1st, that was the deadline. Hello, Renee Mayette. How are you doing, my friend? May 1st. And so then President Sundowner gets inaugurated. And somebody on his team said, you know what? If we abide by this May 1st deadline, it's going to look like a victory for the guy with the funny hair. And we don't want him to have any victories whatsoever. And Sundowner Joe is like, hey, you might be right. You might be right. And, if I do, let me, what was I saying here? I think I don't know. I might get in trouble if I say this, but maybe, what? Oh, I may get in trouble if I say this, but maybe we could have a symbolic victory if we moved out by September 11th, and that would be the 20th year anniversary, and there would be glory, and they would have ticker tape parades for me because I got out, and it was the anniversary of 9/11, and we had a victory by getting everybody out by 9/11. In the meantime, the Taliban said, wait a minute. We have an agreement. You assholes are going to be out by May 1st, and we won't fuck up the rest of the country. But you're backing out. And it's not Joe Biden backing out on the agreement. Joe Biden just happens to be the president. The Taliban had an agreement with the United States of America, and now, just like the United States of America breaks their agreements with everybody in history, the Indians and all these other people, they're breaking their agreement with us. And the Afghan government, which should have just said, hey, look, you told them May 1st, get the fuck out. No, because Joe Biden, the Afghan government is somewhat of a puppet of the United States, at least to the Taliban. So the Taliban said, fuck it. Nope, the agreement's off. They didn't get out by May 1st. Now we're going to do this our way. And regrets, they have very few. But then again, Kabul's a shithole. And so they said, fuck it. Nope, we're going. And guess what? The Afghan people also knowing that the United States of America had their agreement with the Taliban, who, listen, if you break an agreement with them and you say, oh, no, we're going to stay X number of days long. Oh, no, we're going to change until September 11th. Then they changed that. Then we're going to change this. Then we're going to change this like the Biden administration has done. They're just like, F this, we're taking over. And guess what? The people who knew about this agreement that they were going to be safe if we would have stayed with the agreement, they're like, you know what? We can't trust the United States of America. And if the Taliban comes through here and decides to take this over, they will just kill us if we don't let them through. So there was no resistance. And as we saw here in this article that we started reading, the Taliban was paying the Afghan military commanders to surrender the city. So they basically, there was no fight. No fight. So here, what's his name? I'm going to go back here. McKay, whoever this McKay is, said corruption was largely to blame for the fall of city after city to the Taliban. The level of corruption within the Afghanistan military and the government, that's how the Taliban won a lot of this, is they would pay the commanders off to surrender a city before, she explained. So those who genuinely want to fight, and there are a lot of men who wanted to genuinely fight, were kept in the dark. And the ANA, Afghan National Army, commanders were basically paid off in advance to surrender the city, and they were left with no choice, but you have no choice but to basically run. Now, here's the thing.
You know the thing.
They also know that Joe Biden isn't really all there. Joe Biden's not gonna fight with them. In fact, the only reason he's putting troops back in there is to get us out faster and get our people out without having too many die. Because that would even be a bigger disaster if suddenly a bunch of foreigners trying to get out of Afghanistan were killed by the Taliban. Although they are killing people, they're killing people in the streets over there. Hello, Green Badger Outdoors. How you doing? Now, McKay continued. The level, this is the reporter. The level of corruption that enabled the Taliban to come back to power is just mind-blowing, she explained. To see that and to see all the weapons that have gone to the Taliban's hands when the Afghan army runs away that we paid for. Don't worry, y'all got stimulus checks. That'll make up for it. I always saw terrorism to be a secondary problem to the corruption McKay continued. Afghanistan is a classic example of that. You may have elements that are pro-Taliban within the government and military factions that will sell off information that hurts the cause. If you have to pay a corrupt official every time you go through a checkpoint and you're just trying to feed your family, you have to pay a bribe for something. Eventually, you're going to get annoyed enough that you are going to want to join some sort of insurgency to fight against that, she said. McKay said that while there have been no reports of violence, they're going through with not any resistance. Eventually, you're going to get annoyed enough that you're going to, I'm sorry. McKay said that while there have been no reports of violence, I've only seen one woman out of the house and she was fully covered. And although she is in an area controlled by the Taliban, for the moment she's safe. I will hopefully as soon as possible be getting to Kabul. So yeah, I'm not going to play the interview because it's 31 minutes long, but it's in this article. You might want to check it out. By the way, everything we read or see or whatever will be in the single tab below the first paragraph in the description down below. Yeah, you can check out that interview. Now, we'll move on to the next one here. Thousands run. Now, this is yesterday. More yesterday. This was from the 15th. And this one's also from the 15th. Thousands run at Kabul airfield amid gunfire. Horrifying scenes unfolding on the ground. Hello, HP Lovecraft. What's up? But did Biden speak? He asked, take questions. I haven't seen. In fact, let's go check the interwebs again to see if there's anything live. Interesting though, they're not showing. I've been looking for it. Oh, they got him. Someone's playing them. Oh, I see. They've already done it. Interesting that YouTube isn't putting it up here too. Normally, when there's something like that, it's one of those translate comment. No, I don't need a camera. Normally, when there's something live, like earth-shattering event or whatever, they will have his speech live. Why is Officer Tatum? Oh, his wife's doing it. I don't know where it is. Let's see. Let's try ABC News Live. Is he talking right now? Here, Biden, Afghanistan. Let's see. There should be something live. You would think. U.S. completes evacuation of embassy in Afghanistan. That's on CNN. Here he is. PBS. Let's see what
limited scope, focused in its objectives.
I'm in here 10 seconds. He already
get our people and our allies as safely as quickly as possible. And once we have completed this mission, we will conclude our military withdrawal.
He's talking like we have
end
a
America's
choice.
Longest war after 20 long years of bloodshed.
What the hell?
The events we're seeing now are sadly proof that no amount of military force would ever deliver a stable, united, secure Afghanistan.
Dude.
As known in history as the graveyard of empires. What's happening now could just as easily happen 5 years ago or 15 years in the future. You have to be honest. Our mission in Afghanistan is taking many missteps, made many missteps over the past 2 decades.
Yes, it's true, Joe. Okay, obviously somebody wrote him a speech, and I'm going to pause this, and I'm not even going to speed it up because I'm going to talk while he's talking. Thank you, HP Lovecraft, for the vibe through Streamlab. Or no, I'm sorry, YouTube Super Chat says, welcome to Everything is Effed Monday. Hope everyone is well. Well, thank you, sir, and I appreciate you sponsoring the show today. All right, let's listen to Sundowner here.
The 4th American president to preside over war in Afghanistan. 2 Democrats and 2 Republicans. I will not pass this responsibility on to a 5th president. I will not miss.
There was already a plan to leave, Joe, and it wasn't your plan, but you fucked it up, didn't you?
Lead the American people by claiming that just a little more time in Afghanistan will make all the difference.
Okay, I'm going to give him this. Even though it's a clusterfuck, he's not changing his mind about getting out. I'll give you that, Joe.
Nor will I shrink from my share of responsibility for where
even
we
though
are
you fucked
today
it up
and how we must move forward from here. I am President of the United States of America, and the buck stops with me.
Are you going to
Deeply
resign?
saddened by the facts we now face. But I do not regret my decision to end America's warfighting in Afghanistan and maintain a laser focus on our counterterrorism mission there and other parts of the world.
If he says domestically, I'm going to
Our mission to
scream.
degrade the terrorist threat of al-Qaeda in Afghanistan and kill Osama bin Laden was a success. Our decades-long effort to overcome centuries
Then why did we not finish the mission back then, Joe? Oh, your boss still beholden to the guys who make the missiles and shit. Joe Biden's legacy will be girls getting killed by the Taliban. Oh my God. Hello, BG. Because of this senile ass, we stayed longer than promised. Because of him, we stayed longer than we needed. Yeah, you know.
of history and permanently change and remake Afghanistan was not. And I wrote and believed it never could be.
You were, but did you tell your boss? Remember when you are the vice president, former Vice President Joe Biden? Remember when you were the vice president and your friend Barack, as you would say, put you in charge of everything? Why exactly didn't he put you in charge of this and take care of this then? Oh, I don't know. Oh, he'll blame Trump. We'll find it. I'm waiting for it. I wish I had the whole thing going here.
I cannot and will not ask our troops to fight on endlessly in another country's civil war.
Okay.
Taking casualties.
Wait, whoa. Another country's civil war? It's a war we created. And look, I'm not giving any leeway to President Bush either. We kind of this is as much President Bush's fuck up as anybody else's. But at least it was the country we were supposed to be in when we were in that other country because remember Robert Mueller said for sure there was weapons of mass destruction, construction, whatever. So there you go. Thank you, Chicago Mike, with another $4.99. He says, "Hey," I'll sing it. Thank you, Chicago Mike, for sponsoring the show one more time. Who says, "Hey Joe, where you going with that gunning round? Dun dun ba dun dun." Oh, sorry, wrong Joe. Congrats on following Trump's plan and claiming it as your own. Well, except he didn't follow Trump's plan. He fucked up Trump's plan and broke an agreement that the United States of America had with the Taliban. It wasn't Donald Trump's deal. Whatever. It was the United States of America's negotiation with the Taliban, and it doesn't matter who the president is. We had an agreement that this guy over there, this guy right there broke. And now it's really broke.
Suffering life-shattering injuries, leaving families broken by grief and loss. This is not in our national security interest.
Okay.
It is not what the American people want.
Sarah, but fuck you.
It is not what our troops, who have sacrificed so much over the past 2 decades, deserve.
Oh, we know.
I made a commitment to the American people when I ran for president that I would bring America's military involvement in Afghanistan to an end. While it's been hard and messy, and yes, far from perfect, I've honored that commitment. More importantly, I made a commitment to the brave men and women who serve this nation that I wasn't going to ask them to continue to risk their lives in a military action that should have ended long ago.
Okay, wait. Y'all in the chat, answer this question for me because I'm confused here. I'm quite confused. Is it just me? Or does he sound like he's saying that this was his idea to pull these troops out? I'm curious. He sounds like this was his idea. I thought what was that again? Who are those guys? The guys that we had an agreement. The United States of America had agreement with, the Taliban, and the Afghans. Oh my God, he's taking credit for this idea. Oh my God,
our leaders did that in Vietnam when I got here as a young man. I will not.
We're not going to talk about how Joe got out of being in Vietnam.
Do it in Afghanistan. I know my decision will
But the exit will look a lot like the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? It looks very much the same, Joe.
Criticized. But I would rather take all that criticism than pass this decision on to another president of the United States.
Well, yeah,
yet another one, a fifth one.
Well, yeah, because this shit's happening in your first 9 months as the president. So I don't think you could string it out that long, Joe. Well, you could. You could send 100,000 troops into Kabul and keep it going, but that probably wouldn't be a good look. I don't think it would be. Anyway.
Because it's the right one. It's the right decision for our people. The right one for our brave service members who risk their lives serving our nation. And it's the right one for America. Thank you. May God protect our troops, our diplomats, and all brave Americans serving in harm's way.
Oh, did he take questions? No, he did not.
Mr. President, what do you make of the Afghans clinging to the aircraft?
How can you take no questions on this?
Okay, that's interesting. He did not take questions. Should we run it back to the beginning and see what I said earlier on? Do I dare even bother with this? Let's see what they got here. Let's see. Where did he start? Oh, are they gonna let me do this? Oh, they might not let me. Because I don't know how long ago. Oh, this was a short address. This was not long at all. This was like a 10, 12-minute address. Let's watch the beginning of this. Hey, Woo, how you doing? Everyone say hi to Now What? I don't get to see that often. By the way, I'm considering coming in at Pizza Day, even though I didn't give blood. I saw that on Instagram. All right, let me just, let's check this out. I want to see what he says in the beginning here, because we missed some stuff. Marty, he was told not to take questions. Of course he was. Yeah, because he didn't have a list of who to call on. Yeah, no, no questions. No, some of his plugs are starting to fall out. That's why he's kind of bald. Anyway.
To the unfolding situation in Afghanistan.
Hang on. Okay, here we go. I want to go from the beginning because I didn't see it all. You need to go back and have more pudding. So true. Come on. There. I'm trying to catch up where he's walking. There he goes. Here he comes. And oh my God. The mask for sure. Oh, the golden blood drive is next Monday. Oh, okay. Well, that'd be a good time for me to give blood. So, my friend Wu in the chat is Now What, and they're doing a blood drive, and they're going to have a free slice of pizza from their pizza parlor. They own a pizza parlor. Really good pizza. If you're in the Twin Cities, Basil on it's Highway 5, right, in St. Louis Park. Really good pizza. I wish we lived closer because I'd go there much more often. And hello, Ken Lee. All right, hang on. Now, I'm laughing. The reason I stopped this and laughed, because he's coming from back there and he's wearing a mask. Why? Why? He's vaccinated, and probably everyone around is vaccinated. I'm sure that they get tested all the time, but you know, it's just for show. Here we go. Let's watch the beginning of this.
Good afternoon.
By the way, I'm serious. If you live in the Twin Cities, you got to go check out Basil. They have such good pizza. Anyway.
I want to speak today.
Yes, there we go. 5101 Minnetonka Boulevard in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Which is a first-rank suburb of Minneapolis. And oh my gosh, they have good stuff. All right, here we go.
Unfolding situation in Afghanistan.
Unfolding situation. Now, this unfolding. Wait a minute. What's today? Today is the 16th, right? The 16th. And unfolding is an interesting term at this point, seeing as the Taliban has already run over and basically taken over the entire country. Unfolding? No, it was unfolding on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And in fact, all personnel are out by now. Unfolding. It's pretty much over, Joe. It was unfolding while you were at Camp David and didn't come back. It was unfolding when Jen Psaki was hiding or wherever she went. She was on vacation. No, your press secretary come back. It was unfolding when your Secretary of State said some stuff over the weekend. And I'll give you credit. In Camp David, you were obviously paying attention because you started sending more troops there. But unfolding? Ha! I'm losing it. I'm fucking losing it. Anyway, here we go. I hope they don't get a strike. This is public TV. It sort of belongs to us. All your TVs belong to us. Actually, doesn't PBS it's NPR that gets some funding from PBS, but PBS is heavily funded by the government, even though it's mostly funded by donations, but they do get a lot of public support, which I think they should stop. Hello, Dumpbeard. All right, here we go. Red Savoy and Osseo. Oh yeah, Red Savoys are good too. We have a Red Savoy right near us. They're a chain that kind of started out of St. Paul, and now they're all over the Twin Cities. Yeah, Red's Savoy. They have great pizza. But Dumpbeards, if you're in the Twins, go check out Basil's in St. Louis Park. It's so good. Anyway,
Elements that have taken place.
but it's kosher, so sometimes you got to get a veggie pizza, but or you have to because that's how it works. But oh boy, it's good stuff. All right, hang on, let me go here.
Based in the last week.
Unfolding. What the hell are you talking about? Anyway, hi. Oh, Deb, you're already here.
And the steps we're taking to address the rapidly evolving events.
Rapidly finished events.
My national security team and I have been closely monitoring the situation on the ground in Afghanistan.
Oh, good.
And moving quickly to execute the plans we had put in place to respond to every constituency, including the rapid collapse we're seeing now.
Really? So they planned for a rapid collapse. They planned. He just said they planned for a rapid collapse. Was part of that plan having all the your Afghan military commanders get paid off to give up the cities, and it's a part of the plan to give up the entire cache of weapons throughout the entire country, to get millions of small arms and drones and even helicopters. Now the helicopters are not that great, and I doubt if the Taliban will be able to get equipment to maintain them, but they have them for now. Is that part of the contingency plan? Oh, what did he say? He said some other word before that, and then he changed it to contingency. Was that part of the plan, Joe? I'm just curious. Here we go.
I'll speak more in a moment about the specific steps we're taking.
Oh.
But I want to remind everyone how we got here. And what America's interest.
Now remember, we said earlier, is he going to blame Trump? And I haven't heard yet because we haven't heard the whole speech. This happened while we were on. So here we go. Here's how this happened. Now I'll tell you, I'm GWB, shrub, whatever they, you got us into this mess, and the next 3 presidents didn't get us out. That is true. Yeah, but let's hear what Joe says, because remember, Joe voted for this back in 2001. Joe voted for this and kept voting. And when he was vice president, he was, I know, that, like I said, Barack Obama put him in charge of everything. So this must have been one of the things he was in charge of. At least that's what he said during the election campaign.
Superstar in Afghanistan. We went to Afghanistan almost 20 years ago.
Oh. Yeah, we were talking about sequels to, Renee may add the How I Bombed Your Mother, because we were laughing because it was the other day someone said that a sequel to something in New York was How I Killed Your Grandmother. that was going to be starring Andrew Cuomo and with the stupid brother Chris. Anyway,
no, with clear goals. Get those who
clear goals.
Attacked us on September 11th, 2001.
Yeah.
And make sure Al-Qaeda could not use Afghanistan as a base from which to attack us again. We did that. We severely degraded Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. We never gave up the hunt for Osama bin Laden, and we got him. That was a decade ago.
Through 2 administrations. Yes, we did do that. Okay. Rim jokes. Oh, yes, Renee. Yes, we did have a few rim jokes on Saturday. We're not going to talk about that. If you want to hear the rim jokes, you can go to watch my Saturday stream.
Our mission in Afghanistan was never supposed to have been nation building. It was never supposed to be creating a unified, centralized democracy. Our only vital national interest in Afghanistan remains today what it has always been: preventing a terrorist attack on America's homeland.
You ever notice that was not really a stutter? He's just kind of a mush mouth. It's not stuttering. They always say, "Oh, he has a stutter." No, he doesn't. He just can't say words because, again, it's Sundowner Joe. Anyway, I'm talking about that too much.
I've argued for many years that our mission should be narrowly focused on counterterrorism, not counterinsurgency or nation building.
Wait a minute. You've argued this for years? Just saying.
That's why I opposed the surge when it was proposed in 2009 when I was vice president.
Whoa. Hi, Keenan. Wait, what? You opposed the surge when you were vice president? Did you happen to tell Barry that? Oh, I you know what? We're gonna have to check that out. Here's another one of these.
Why the fuck you lying?
I'm just saying.
That's why, as president, I'm adamant we focus on the threats we face today in 2021, not yesterday.
Oh, you know what those threats are. You know what the threats they want to focus on? Well, the people who think that we're going to reinstall the guy with the funny hair, and anyone who doesn't want to wear a mask, because that's now on their list. Someone said that today, that people who don't want to wear a mask, they could be potential threats to, because here's what they're saying. So they've been talking about September 11th of this year, the 20-year anniversary. And I was reading just various little blurbs here and there where they're saying, yes, you know, the biggest terrorist threats in America are domestic terrorists, people who might, well, basically anyone who might have even come tangentially close to supporting the guy with the funny hair, right? The red hat people, you know? And also they're saying that people who, you know, don't want to wear masks or may not have the stab or the jab or the juice or whatever, you know, the Fauci juice, the punch, whatever, those could be potential terrorists. And then also anyone who has questions about the last time that people voted. And and I'm not even going to say the E word because then it might show up in my algorithm and I won't be whatever. Well, this is already not going to be monetized. But anyway, yeah, that's who they're worried about. Those are the potential terror threats that they're talking about right now. And making sure that we can still, you know, what's that guy's Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, you know, he wants to make sure that we can, you know, that we have to stop and have diversity training throughout the military. Not that the diversity just doesn't happen in the military because, you know, units are pretty, you can't really you don't have time to be a racist in the military, but they want to make sure that everyone has diversity training. But, you know, not necessarily the terrorist threat training that he should have been pushing instead of that nonsense. Anyway, I'm just gonna let him talk now. Hello. Hey, Camel's in the house. How you doing? One of the original viewers of the Morning Night Live.
Today, the terrorist threat has metastasized well beyond Afghanistan.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Al-Shabaab in Somalia.
Oh, yes.
Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula.
Yes.
Al-Nusra in Syria.
Yes.
ISIS attempting to create a caliphate in Syria and Iraq.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. ISIS in... Where did he say? I got to go back on this one. ISIS what?
In Somalia. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. Al-Nusra in Syria. ISIS attempting to create a caliphate in Syria and Iraq.
Caliphate. In Syria and Iraq. I thought we pretty much whooped ISIS's ass. Okay, I guess they're coming back. I guess they're making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. They've been there for years.
And establishing affiliates in multiple countries in Africa and Asia. These threats warrant our attention and our resources.
Okay.
We
And?
conduct effective counterterrorism missions against terrorist groups in multiple countries where we don't have permanent military presence. If necessary, we'll do the same in Afghanistan.
Well, okay, so that they're planning on doing that in Afghanistan. Really? After this week? After this weekend? Now, I'm sure that I'm sure you have a few CIA people embedded in with the Taliban. I'm confident of that. I've seen some of the pictures, and there's some dudes in there. You look at them, you're going, okay, that's a CIA agent, and that's a CIA agent. So, yeah, maybe you're kind of keeping in touch with them, but I'm just saying, this is kind of weird.
We've developed counterterrorism over-the-horizon capability that will allow us.
Oh, over what? What did he say? I don't even know if he said that in English. What is he saying?
If necessary, we'll do the same in Afghanistan.
Okay, listen to the sentence.
We've developed counterterrorism over-the-horizon capability.
Okay, I'm going to try it one more time. Anyone understand what the hell he just said? Let's listen to this sentence again.
We've developed counterterrorism over-the-horizon capability.
I didn't need ability. I heard capability and over what?
We've developed counterterrorism over-the-horizon capability.
Okay, if any of you know, over the rising is that what he said? Over the rising capability. Yeah, but you couldn't keep the Taliban out of the 300,000 Afghan troops that you've spent the last 20 years training. They couldn't. They're the Taliban's in Kabul now. It's just a reminder, Joe. The Taliban's in Kabul now.
That will allow us to keep our eyes firmly fixed on the direct threats to the United States and the region.
Okay. Well. Are we still in the region? I don't know.
And act quickly and decisively if needed.
Good. Oh,
when I came into office, I inherited a deal that President Trump negotiated with the Taliban.
Yes, you did, and you immediately broke the deal. Let's see what he says about that. Over the rise of capability. Okay, I got you. I think you're right. Something over their rising capability. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Chicago Mike, and a couple others who said, Sarah and a couple others said, it didn't make sense because, mush mouth. Okay, he inherited a deal.
In office, I inherited a deal that President Trump negotiated with the Taliban.
Right.
Under his agreement, U.S. forces would be out of Afghanistan by May 1, 2021.
Right.
Just a little over 3 months after I took office.
Right.
U.S. forces had already drawn down during the Trump administration from roughly 15,500 American forces.
Right.
To 2,500 troops in country.
Right. And
the Taliban was at its strongest militarily since 2001.
But when did the Taliban go on the move? Not during the Trump administration, and not immediately during your administration. When did the Taliban go on the move? When you broke the agreement. Let's see if he mentions that.
Choice I had to make.
Wait, I'm going to go back.
Since 2001. The choice I had to make as your president
was whether or not to abide by the agreement or not, which should have been an easy choice because it was not your agreement, or it wasn't President Trump's agreement, or it wasn't the other administration's agreement. It was the United States of America's agreement with them. Get this through your thinning hair, thick fucking skull. Capiche?
Needed to follow through on that agreement.
Yes. follow through on that agreement. Or what? What was the choice you had to make? Your choice was whether to follow through an agreement the United States of America had with another entity in the world, or what are you about to say?
Or be prepared to go back to fighting the Taliban in the middle of the spring fighting season.
What? No, you had an agreement and you broke the agreement. There wouldn't have been a fighting season. And in theory, yes, there may have been, of course, oh my God. But again, the Taliban's not afraid of you, Joe. The guy with the funny hair, everyone knows he's a little bit crazy and probably wouldn't hesitate to, you know, hellfire is a hell of a thing. Again, but you, oh, the stupid Americans elected that pussy. Did I say that out loud? Oh my God, I might get banned. Anyway, no, you abide by the agreement that the United States of America made with another political entity in the world instead of changing it unilaterally so that they're like, hey, fuck it. We'll do it our way.
There would have been no ceasefire after May 1.
There wouldn't have been. And now granted, if they abided by the agreement, which we had with the orange guy, you wouldn't have needed a ceasefire because the ceasefire was already there. And it, you know, in theory, now, again, not that you can trust the Taliban 100%, but you know what? I don't think they're going to sit through negotiations with Mike Pompeo and all these people if they weren't going to try, you know, I mean, oh God. Anyway.
There was no agreement protecting our forces after May 1.
Well, yeah, because they would have been gone. I think the agreement that would have protected them is we would have withdrawn them on the date that we said we would. That would have protected them, I think, right? Because they would have been gone by May 1st. So we wouldn't need an agreement to protect them after May 1st. Jesus Christ, this guy's stupid. Now, who wrote this shit for him? Did Jen Psaki write this? I don't know. Welcome to the gayest person on YouTube. Nice to see you.
There was no status quo of stability without American casualties after May 1.
If they're not there, like they weren't supposed to be after May 1st, why would there be American casualties after May 1? You might have even still had your embassy after that too, because guess what? There was an agreement. And I'm pretty sure that the agreement said if the Taliban did move, we're coming back and we're wiping all you asses out. But that's what I'm assuming. That's if the guy with the funny hair was still president. But you would think, since it's not the guy with the funny hair with, I'm starting to talk like Biden. It's not the guy with the funny hairs agreement. It's the United States of America's agreement. Yeah, but you know, Joe had to go in there and, you know, everything that Trump did, he had to go and change it. And he had to try to get a symbolic, he changed the date of this agreement that didn't run it by them first, but he wanted to have this symbolic out by September 11th. So I could say, oh, I got the troops out by the 20th year anniversary of September 11th. Yeah, did you run it by them first? I don't think so. Good God.
There was only a cold reality of either following through on the agreement to withdraw our forces or escalating the conflict.
I'm sorry. I got to hear that again.
There There was only a cold reality of either following through on the agreement to withdraw our forces or escalating the conflict.
The choice was between following through on our agreement, A, or what? Escalating the...
Following through on the agreement to withdraw our forces or escalating the conflict.
And what did you choose? What is happening right now? Follow through on the agreement. Oh, we didn't do that. What do we do? Oh, escalating the conflict. Maybe not on our end, but they sure did, because you didn't do what? A, follow through on the agreement, or B, escalating the conflict. You didn't follow through on A, so they're doing B. Oh my gosh. I should be an American diplomat. I would have given you the right advice here, Joe. Of course, I'm Monday morning quarterbacking myself, but you know, is what it is. Good God. Good
sending
God.
thousands more American troops back into combat in Afghanistan.
No, you wouldn't have. Because you should have chosen A. A. How the hell did I get a Fonzie reference in this? Anyway, A. You should have chosen A, Joe. Just saying.
Lurching into the third decade of conflict.
No, A.
I stand squarely behind my decision.
Bro!
After 20 years, I've learned the hard way that there was never a good time to withdraw U.S. forces. That's why we're still there. We were clear-eyed about the risks. We planned for every contingency, but I always promised the American people that I would be straight with you.
Okay, that's...
The truth is,
that's where we came.
this did unfold more quickly than we had anticipated. So
wait, but okay, because we've been through this part before and I'm going to stop. This is enough. We were prepared for every contingency, but this unfolded faster than we expected. Well, wait a minute. If you were prepared for every contingency, this would have been one of the contingencies that it unfolded this fast. Clearly, there's a disconnect there, right? There's a major disconnect there. So, yeah, way to go, Joe. Fascinating. I'll leave that. That link will also be in the tab down below. I'm going to I only got a few minutes left, so I'm pretty much going to, I'll just go through a couple other things real quick, and then we're going to get out of here because I got another thing. Vitamin. Oh, listen to this. So this is, so here, Secretary Lincoln. Oh, I didn't do this one yet. We're just going to finish it up. There's some other articles I'll have open that if you want to check them out later, but I'm going to stick with this since we just listened to the President of the United States speak. From the Daily Wire, thousands run at Kabul airfield amid gunfire, horrifying scenes unfolding on the ground. This is also from yesterday. Thousands of people were seen running for planes and countless videos posted on social media at the airport in Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan, as the Taliban takes control of the country. Some of the videos were posted on late Sunday night during early morning hours on Monday, local Afghanistan time. Witnesses at civilian domestic terminals said they had heard occasional gunshots and said thousands of people had crammed in the terminal and filled the parking lots, desperately seeking flights out. The New York Times reported late Sunday the state and defense departments issued a statement saying the U.S. was working to secure control of the airport and to speed up the evacuation using civilian and military flights. So, yeah, he says another Saigon moment. So we'll just show you one. You know, all these people on the tarmac trying to get to planes and things like that. Yeah, it does. I'm not going to show this whole thing, but it has a Saigon feel to it, doesn't it? So there's a whole bunch of videos on this particular Daily Wire article. I'm going to skip ahead since I'm short on time here. And of course, someone in the administration blames the Trump administration for the Afghanistan withdrawal, claims exit is orderly. This is manifestly not Saigon. Where is it?
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Amid images of helicopters evacuating key United States personnel from Afghanistan's capital city, Kabul, and news that the Taliban is moving into the city following Afghan President Ashraf Ghani's swift evacuation Sunday, Biden administration Secretary of State Anthony Blinken appeared on CNN's State of the Union and ABC's This Week to defend President Joe Biden's decision to withdraw from Afghanistan in such a swift and seemingly unorganized manner. You know when it could have been organized? If he'd have stayed on with the United States agreement with the Taliban. Anyway, CNN's Jake Tapper confronted Blinken directly. Yeah, Tapper actually asked some tough questions. I was so proud of him. We're not going to watch it because the interview's too long, but he confronted Blinken directly on his refusal to answer questions on the withdrawal directly, snapping that you keep changing the subject when Blinken was confronted on whether the exit was ineptly planned, in Tapper's words. Ha! Jake Tapper finally deserves some applause. Although Blinken and previously his boss, President Joe Biden, tried to pin the hasty exit from Afghanistan on the timeline set by the Trump administration, Tapper pointed out that Blinken told Tapper himself that it was entirely likely that the Taliban would be taking over the country months ago, and noted the Biden administration's decision to send 5,000 troops into the country to organize a retreat, despite pulling 2,500 troops out just weeks ago, belied a Biden administration failure. This is Tapper. You thought it was entirely likely that the Taliban would be taking over the country, but President Biden said just last month, quote, the likelihood the Taliban would be taking over everything and owning the whole country is highly unlikely. He was wrong, Tapper said. Well, here's Blinken's answer. What the president has done is to make sure we were able to adjust to anything happening on the ground. Blinken claimed, we had those forces at the ready in the event that this moved in a direction, which I have no idea what he meant by that. He added, noting that the troops were on the ground to evacuate U.S. personnel, translators, and other key allies if the Taliban took over. Why didn't you have troops in there taking them out? Tapper snapped. Like it or not, there was an agreement that the forces would come out May 1st, Blinken said, referring to the Trump agreement. Had we not done that process, which is what the president did, and the Taliban saw, then we would have been back at war with the Taliban?
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
No. Because the United States had an agreement with the Taliban. There was not going to be any fighting because we would have been out by May 1st. And you know what? If the Taliban took over the country after we left, I'm pretty sure that just like right now, it's because the Afghan people would have just fucking let them anyway. But in any case, you would not have been fighting because we would have been out because we would have fulfilled our agreement. God. Holy shit. He went on then to claim that Biden administration saw the hollowness of the Afghan security forces. Bullshit. Oh my God. He just made a speech talking about how the Taliban would never take over because the 300 highly trained Afghan troops that we have would be able to, do their job. Holy shit. Anyway, you can read the rest of that crap yourself. But Mike Pompeo, President Trump's former Secretary of State, nukes Biden in response to Biden trying to blame Trump for the Afghanistan debacle. Mike Pompeo, who served as the director of the CIA and Secretary of State in the Trump administration, slammed President Joe Biden during an interview on Sunday after Biden tried to blame the Trump administration for the situation unfolding on the ground in Afghanistan. It looks like the Biden administration has just failed in its execution of its own plan, or lack thereof. Pompeo told Fox News host Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday, "This reminds me of when we have seen previous administrations allow embassies to be overrun. It's starting to feel that way. It also looks like there's a bit of panic having to oh my God, was that a did he just make a Benghazi reference there? Is that what that was? Oh my God. That's savage. Anyway, it's starting to feel that way. It also looks like there's a bit of panic having to reinsert soldiers to get them out. Yeah, because, if you had a plan, would you have to bring soldiers back? I don't think so. This is known as the lack of a plan. Hello, Assassin of the Gray. They have no idea that breaking the deal offended the Taliban, and this is why they acted. Yes, exactly.
Come on, man.
I had to tell this very liberal young man who was arguing with me on Twitter that last night. He's like, I just don't get it. This makes no sense. What I was saying, and I said that exact same thing. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Of course it makes sense. Snap out of this, we can do no wrong when it's a Democratic administration mindset. You broke an agreement the United States of America had with a political faction in a foreign land who has a very, they don't like it when you break your word. They don't write contracts. They talk and they have words and they say, this is our word. They don't give a fuck about a contract. Anyway, he ripped him to shreds a little bit. Oh, but of course, Nancy Pelosi thinks that they should be commended. She praises Biden after Taliban advances into Kabul. Democrat Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said Sunday that President Joe Biden is to be commended for the action he has taken as the Taliban just took over Kabul. She released a statement praising the wisdom of Biden's actions. The White House released a statement August 14th detailing the administration's decision to send 5,000 additional U.S. troops. Yeah, why do you need 5,000 additional troops if things are going just peachy? Fucking morons. Moron. Fucking moron. In the immortal words of Undoomed. Hello, check your logic. Good God. Here's her statement on Twitter. The president is to be commended for the clarity of purpose of his statement on Afghanistan and his action. The Taliban must know the world is watching its actions as if they give a fuck. We are concerned about reports regarding the Taliban's brutal treatment of all Afghans, especially women and girls. Hey, Nancy, the world is watching the Taliban's actions. I see dead people. They don't give a fuck. And to the women and girls, to the Taliban, they are just, they're to procreate with, so they don't care. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Good Lord. Any political settlement that the Afghans pursue to avert bloodshed must include having women at the table. Do you realize you're talking to a completely different culture that doesn't give a shit about your feminism? Oh my God, the fate of women and girls in Afghanistan is critical to the future of Afghanistan. As we strive to assist women, we must recognize their voices are important and all must listen to them for solutions respectful of their culture. No, you're disrespecting their culture by even saying this stuff. You want to change their culture so that they would be more cognizant of the voices of women and girls, but their culture right now is a little bit different than the culture that you're dealing with. Okay, in fact, well, you know where you would be, Nancy. Holy shit. There is there is bipartisan support to assist the women and girls of Afghanistan. Oh, I'm dead. I am dead. Yeah. Thank God there's bipartisan support because, the Taliban gives a fuck. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I said that wrong. The Taliban doesn't give a fuck. Oh my God, I can't believe how much I had to swear. I'm over my time, but I'm going to just finish these last couple articles. Then we'll be out of here, and you can check I said some stuff about the Koof and a couple of articles that Gunfox sent me and stuff there, and they'll be in the tab because I'm not going to get to them, unfortunately. But everything else that everything we've gone through, including Biden's little 15-minute speech in which he took no questions from the press because, they told him not to, and he doesn't want to get in trouble with them, whoever the fuck them are. His handlers, mommy who feeds him the pudding. Pelosi concluded her statement by saying, "We join the president in acknowledging the sacrifices of our men and women in uniform and their families." Well, good that they do that. Kudos for that. You wasted all their time. And then the Taliban took over the cities, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Is this the last one? I think this... Let's see, I got this and this. Oh, yeah, these. Oh, and just so you know, until that thing about 15 minutes ago, here's the instructions that Biden gave to Americans trapped in Kabul. Now, this is, here it is. The U.S. State Department on Sunday instructed Americans in Kabul, Afghanistan, that their best chance of survival is to shelter in place. In other words, they were telling Americans to hide. The security situation in Kabul is changing quickly, including at the airport. There are reports of the airport taking fire. Therefore, we are instructing U.S. citizens to shelter in place, the U.S. Embassy in Afghanistan said in a statement published on its website on Sunday. The embassy then advised people to make sure their paperwork was in order, even as the Taliban were sweeping through Kabul and taking over the presidential palace. Quote, U.S. citizens wanting assistance in departing the country should register for any option that might be identified to return to the United States and must complete this repatriation assistance request for each traveler in their group, the embassy notice said. Spouses and minor children. Why are there anyone have spouses and minor children in fucking Afghanistan? What? What? Oh my God. Hey, honey, I have a diplomatic post in a foreign land that's exotic and exciting and new. And where we get to go, honey? Afghanistan. Woohoo! Oh my God. Oh my God, why would you take your children to Afghanistan? Anyway, spouses and minor children of U.S. citizens in Afghanistan who are awaiting immigrant visas should also complete this form if they wish to depart. Oh, yes. Here, Billy. Here, I know you can barely read, but here, fill out this form so we can get the fuck out. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Please do so as soon as possible. You must complete this form even if you've previously submitted your information to the U.S. Embassy in Kabul. Okay, now I understand. I understand that this is an emergency situation, but I just think the absurdity of having that be your announcement when you're probably panicked and someone's pounding on your door really hard. I'm trying to fill out this form. Would you shut the fuck up out there? God. Oh my God. And then of course we know that Jen Psaki was out of the office as multiple crises escalate. Joe Biden left the White House late last week to begin a 2-week summer vacation in Delaware as multiple crises escalate in the U.S. and across the world. Now, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki, a warm cup of liquor, I should not have said that combination of words thinking about Jen Psaki. Anyway, is taking a break from her duties at the same time as the Taliban have taken control of Afghanistan. Perfect timing! Fox News reported they sent questions to Psaki's White House email address on Sunday and received an auto reply saying that Psaki would be out of the office for the week. You know what? I'm sorry. This is a crisis unfolding, and the president should be saying, get your ass back here so I don't have to answer questions because I can barely remember my name. I know my favorite ice cream, though. I do. All right. Yeah. So anyway, and then, okay, I'm going to go to Ace about this. So CNN's war, Taliban chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's really weird. You all heard about that, right? I just want to show you a before and after picture. I'm gonna jump away from this because I'm also excuse me. I'm also leaving you the Ace of Spades blog here has a whole update in the afternoon, which I'll put this here. But talking about the CNN saying that the Taliban is chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. So here's her little report from CNN.
They're just chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's utterly bizarre.
It's just it's bizarre that they seem friendly. This is violent but mostly peaceful transfer of power. Remember, it's a violent but mostly peaceful demonstration. Yeah, this is CNN. Now here's what she looked like, Clarissa Ward. This is how she looked like. This is what she looked like on Saturday. Down this picture down here. This was Clarissa Ward Saturday. Look at the bottom of my television there. That's Clarissa Ward on Saturday. And this is Clarissa Ward on Sunday. Interesting choice of outfits. You gotta have I'm sure that they had a runway show there, and she's just, demonstrating the newest fashion. She must have been in a boutique and found a really nice new outfit while she was in Kabul. So Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, by the way, from the Babylon Bee, their news is always the most accurate that we can get. Rumors are the Taliban have taken over. Rumors that the Taliban have taken over are unfounded, says Jen Psaki while wearing a hijab. Hey, Kingslayer Damocles, nice to see you, my friend. I miss you, man. I miss you. I liked having you around. Anyway, and then the Taliban, we know, seized a slew of U.S. weapons in a compound in Afghanistan. Massive amounts of weapons were taken. These are just some of the shots. So anyway, this will be on the links today too. Seamus Derby's in the house too. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I really just have one thing to say about all of this. This is holy shit. This is nuts. And I gotta think that this makes us look weak and kind of makes us look like assholes. And thank you all the thank you to all the white males, not my audience, but to all the white males who who got Biden into office. Because remember, all the other demographics increased their amount of votes for Trump. I never made that video. I wish I would have now. But no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is going to keep unfolding, and I've already seen it on Twitter. I saw hashtag Trump Taliban. I mean, I was seeing all sorts of stupid shit. In fact, let's just, before we go, because I do have to go, but before we go, I just want to maybe just scroll through Twitter for a moment and see what's on here. So here's from The Independent. Joe Biden's harsh words about Afghanistan shouldn't surprise you. Oh, Joe Biden's harsh words. Yes. Joe Biden's harsh words about Afghanistan shouldn't surprise you. Afghan politicians gave up and fled the country, he said. The Afghan military collapsed, sometimes without even trying to fight. They were paid off. We've already learned that they were getting paid off. Let's see, what else here? Anyone else talking about Afghanistan? Oh, there's latest news on election audits. Oh, what is this? I don't even know what this is. BNC News. Was America's longest war worth it? Major Ronald Martin of the U.S. Army Reserve and A.J. Swinson. Oh, I like A.J. Swinson. Chief of Staff at New Jersey PAC. Joined BNC's Tanisha Whitlow. Oh, these are conservative black people talking. I'm curious. I'll have to go back and watch that, but I'm not going to do it now. Seattle's a shithole. Video shows deadly confrontation between a family with a baby at what? What is this? Hang on. This is some breaking news. Let's just check it out. Oh, I should have opened a new tab. Oh, I did. Video shows deadly confrontation between family with a baby and a crowd at a Seattle encampment. Video evidence obtained by KIRO News through the public records request shows what led up to a violent, chaotic altercation between an angry group of people from South Lake Union homeless encampment and a Seattle family with a 2-week-old baby who had gone to the encampment to locate items stolen from them in a recent car burglary. A 30-year-old man lived at this. Get off my screen, whoever you are. A 30-year-old man who lived at the camp was run over and killed when the family was seen on video swerving the car in circles, trying to get away from the crowd, damaging and surrounding their car. So in Florida, they would be absolved of this because when people are attacking your car, you're allowed to get away. Anyway, a 30-year-old man who lived in the camp was run over and killed when the family was seen in the video. Okay, I said that. Seattle police originally responded to a hit and run at 3 p.m. on July 27th at a large tent encampment at Dexter Avenue North and Mercer Street. According to court documents, the man who drove the car told police he located his shoes and a Bluetooth speaker in the camp and took them back to his car. Police said the couple was immediately attacked by several people in the camp. The driver was seen on surveillance video being hit in the back with a 5-foot wooden pole, while another man attacked the driver and smashed the windows of the car with a machete. Holy shit. According to prosecutors, more people from the encampment joined the fight with rocks and sticks, and police said a woman from the camp began fighting with the female passenger of the car. The driver was desperately trying to get away and sped through the crowd, hitting and killing a man who was part of the group surrounding the car. A nearby business owner who asked only to be called Steve saw the aftermath and video taken by a witness. It was a car being attacked, he said, being surrounded by people from this encampment, and they were bashing the car to pieces with bars, sticks, or whatever they had. Then the car made a run for it to break through the crowd. One of the guys who was surrounding the car got thrown up into the air and then run over by this vehicle. Well, let me just stop there. I don't mean to sound insensitive to those who are no longer with us.
I see dead people.
But that sounds like a game of play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It is Darwin in effect, and I'm finding it hard to feel sorry for the guy who died. Anyway, more on Twitter. Rosie Saigon 2 Electric Boogaloo says, just think, some of the Marines being dropped into that swirling maw of chaos in Kabul are facing court-martial in the next 30 days for refusing to vax. That's right. They're requiring the entire military to be vaccinated or be kicked out and or court-martialed. But they're flying him into Kabul to take care of that shit. Let's see. Oh, yet another Fox News reporter shows his true colors, proves he's something. He's auditioning for. I don't care about that. Here we go. U.S. general expects terror threats from the Taliban and Al-Qaeda to increase. Yay! Thank you, Joe. All right. Well, enough of that shit. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. And especially to our sponsors today, Chicago Mike, Tall Person, Jim Beam, Kiever Dam, and HP Lovecraft. Greatly appreciate the donations. I appreciate everyone who participates in the chat. All of you share the streams. It's fantastic. Now, before you go, while you're thinking out about it, some of you have already clicked, but some of you haven't. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do that now. Also, comments in the comment section. I don't know why they work, but they work. So put a comment in the comment section when this is over. I will have all of these stories that I put on tabs. Links to everything we did today, plus a few more that I didn't get to, will be in the description down below by the end of the outro. In fact, I will tell you in the chat when that has been completed if you want to click that link and pick up any of the stories that we went through today. So that's all I got, though. It's time for me to go. Tomorrow, well, watch your social media feeds at PDawgKnight on just about every kind of social media. I will let you know what time the show is tomorrow. I don't know my wife's schedule this week. So, and because we are a one vehicle family, we need to work around her schedule because she makes a lot more money than I do on at least at that job. So anyway, that's it for today. I gotta go. My name is PDawgKnight, and I'm out of here. You have a great afternoon. I'll have the links updated shortly. Bye-bye. Hey, this is PDawgKnight, and thank you for watching today on the PDawgKnight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cashapp, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm PDawgKnight, and I'm out of here.